they tell us, okay, you've got these 24 character qualities. Find the 5 you're best at and do those, and that'll make you happy. Well, that's nice. Focus on the 5 that you're best at. But if you really want to be happy, don't limit yourself. Work on the others, maybe in your spare time. But don't forget the others, because life is complicated. And life requires every single one of these. So you might as well practice them. And when you've got the vocabulary, you can do that. If you don't have the word for it, it's really hard to practice it. I tell people, I don't know how people who only speak Spanish feel lonely. Because there is no word for lonely in Spanish. They say, solo y triste. I'm alone and sad. Well, those of us who feel lonely know that you don't have to be alone. And it's not quite sad. It's lonely. Well, if you don't have a word for humble, because it's always been humiliated, not humble. If you don't have a word for determined, then you can't practice it. It gets mishmashed with something similar, but unrelated. I tell people, I was, how old was I? I was about 52 years old before I ever felt disappointment. You have to ask, how can you be 52 years old before you can feel disappointment? Did you live a charmed life? No. Before 52, when something bad happened, when I was looking forward to something and it didn't happen, I felt angry. I felt stupid for missing out. I felt guilty for not having done whatever I needed to do to make it happen. I felt all sorts of really rotten feelings, but not disappointment, because disappointment means that it's nobody's fault. It's just you were looking forward to it, and it didn't happen. Shoot. That's too bad. Nobody to blame, nobody to be angry for. But if I don't have the word disappointment in my vocabulary, if all I have is angry, then when something doesn't go my way, I look for somebody to blame. And half the time it's me. So, again, being able to relate our emotions to these virtues gives us a vocabulary that allows us to be self-aware and to develop qualities that we wouldn't be able to otherwise. Okay, I am actually going to change charts this time. Now, this is just based on my inner perception. Other people's experiences might be different.